Wow, Destiny, they be using you. You had that interview on speed dial. Did you have to do that, or was that Carlos King's idea to show Martell Melody's interview? And Martell said, "We're in a relationship. So what if I introduce my kids to her? Because she's a good woman." What? He is serious. Oh my God. She's a good woman, and I'm considering her as my woman. That's why I introduced her to my kids. And it's none of Melody Cherie's business because we could barely co-parent. Wow, Martell. Wow. And I understand why Melody did not let you in her house, especially if she heard the part about you telling Coleslaw that she had COVID before you tried to come to her house. That's why she didn't let you in the house. Everybody was trying to figure out why she wouldn't let you in the house after she just spent a whole vacation in the same house with you. But I see why. I see why she didn't let you in the house, because she saw that mess on YouTube, because you know they send her everything from YouTube. Marceau says, when you say you're unbothered, you're really bothered. How could somebody be in a relationship with a man for 12 years, have 4 kids, and be unbothered by him moving on? What? Out of the mouth of a man. Their perspectives are way different than women. But, I mean, he's speaking his truth. That's how he feels. You know, I mean, most people would say, of course she's bothered, but why would she say she's bothered? No woman in their right mind wants to look weak or feel like, you know, they're going to give the viewer or the ex-husband or the other woman the satisfaction to say, yes, I have a problem with him moving on. You know, of course, people are foolish to think that she would ever admit to that. So if she says she's not bothered, she's not bothered, you know. But I mean, you know, Marceau gives his perspective, and, you know, he seems to think that if you're not bothered, you won't even comment on it. I don't know, guys. Give your opinion on that. Also, Martell goes on to say that Sheree and I decided that she would not attend the Ines Wine event in Huntsville because instead of the people focusing on the event, their attention would be focused on us dating. I think that was very mature of them. He says Sheree and I. Also, Melody says again that she's unbothered by the situation. People act like this is the first girl that she's seen Martell with. Again, he had a whole relationship while he was married, had a baby on her. He's had several other women since the separation, since the divorce. And so, no, she's not moved either way. She says she doesn't have anything bad to say about Sheree. She thinks Sheree is awesome. She thinks Sheree is a beautiful woman. And so that's that. She said people want to see drama. They want to be messy. She said TMZ, whoever, Shade Room, all the interviews that she's had got the same answer. And if anybody else wants to continue to ask her how she feels about the situation, they're going to get the same answer as well. She doesn't care either way. She don't have no order against Sheree or Martell for moving on. You know, she don't have nothing negative to say about Sheree. She thinks Sheree's a beautiful woman. Also, Martell and Melody have a conversation. I don't remember if they were at the house or not, but he was in his car, and Melody is saying, you was just begging me to take you back. And Martell denies the fact of that, saying, I don't want you back because you've been with too many niggas that I know. What? Where did that come from left field? And so, they're arguing. Mel is like in shock that he said this, but she kept, pressing that, you was just you was begging me to get back with you. And, he's playing up to the cameras saying, why are you lying? You know how he says that. He loves saying that. Why are you lying? He was like, I don't even want you. Like, I couldn't be with you if I wanted to. You've been with too many dudes, that I know. Also, it is so sad to see Jalen and to hear him say that he's never seen Kimmy in a vulnerable state. The first time he saw Kimmy cry as his mother, and he's like, what, 25? 20, 24, 25, I think, 26. The first time he saw her cry was when she was marrying Maurice. And the second time since being a kid, he's seen his mother cry was on the show. I believe it was now that she found out. Wow, was it that she found out she had cancer? He said on the show was the second time he's seen her cry. Also, we saw Latisha and, Marcel. We touched on that a little bit. They all want to know if Sheree is coming. And Marceau seems to think that, Martell knows how to level up, and he knows how to level down. When he was messing with Arion, it was a level down. And now that he's messing with Sheree, his perspective is that Martell has leveled up, and so that's what we have so far with the show. So we go back to the situation with Melody and Martell outside of her home. Evidently, she wouldn't let him in, so she came outside to talk. He was very offended by that because, again, as most people would think, he thought they were cordial. You just invited me on vacation, and now, I can't come to your house. I understand the boundaries, and evidently she has boundaries set in place, but you kind of let up off the boundaries when you invited him to stay in your beach house, and so, again, because men and women, we think from two different angles. Our thought process is different. Now, if she, took that stance because she heard, that he told Arion her business, now I could see that, but she never mentioned that in that conversation. So I don't know if we've gotten to that point yet. But he's highly offended. He's saying, I thought we were cordial. You're acting petty. You're acting childish. Why would you have me outside, playing these games when you come to my house, whether it's, if you notified me or not, I let you in. We're trying to co-parent. We have things to discuss. We should be able to do that. And Melody wants, to notify the viewers and let the people know that I've never let you in my house. We've always talked on the back porch, so on and so forth. He said that, he has been in the house, but she says he hasn't. So, she wanted to make that very clear that you've never been in my house, so I'm not doing anything different. But he's saying, I thought we were moving on. I thought we moved past that. Why would you have me standing outside your house? So, again, he's offended by that. We don't know. Well, we know that's not why he took her to court. But, we know that him and his mother had that conversation. And I don't know when he found out about all the babysitters, but they were discussing how busy she is and, how much she's traveling. When they left her in Destin, I believe she had, a little more time there when they left. He was on his way to the Essence Festival with the kids, and she had her mother take Sugar Mama So I'm sure he put all these things into perspective. You know, all these things just running through his mind when he, you know, was thinking about whatever he was thinking about doing. I don't know if something with the courts took place, you know, or that situation where she said that he abused Tank. You know, I know all those things came into play. I don't know which one came first, but I know all those things came into place. And I remember him saying, you know, that was part of the reason why, you know, he took her to court for full custody, because, you know, she made it so he couldn't see his kids for 56 days. So there's a lot in question. There's a lot going on here.
Her actions show that.
Yeah, they do.
You have a dark soul. Oh. She is the true definition of the devil in sheep clothing.
Damn, Tisha. Damn.
We ain't been through.
Retreat now.
I get along with everybody.
No, you know they just my. Honestly, you know that it's been my past.
This is some. Let's just be real. She knows the truths that I hold about her.
What are they?
Do you really want me to do this?
You can if
Don't
you
do
would. I
it,
would love for
Destiny.
you to. No, let
Don't
her.
do that.
There is some truth to some of these rumors. Sex parties at Credit One.
Somebody's gonna find herself in a lawsuit if they keep around.
I expect the same loyalty and faithfulness from him.
That's why he went to Africa.
Destiny was too chummy with Martell.
She was calling him the other week at like 1 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Oh, you talking about when you hacked his phone?
We had 20 weeks of chemotherapy in front of us. Regardless of the outcome, my situation is gonna help the next person. I'm gonna get past this.
A lot of things have been said. Kiki, you know for a fact that Marcel has cheated on Tisha.
I found a picture of a girl in Marcel's phone.
Was it a naked picture?
Yes. I'm gonna let y'all know.
I'm not
Where you
I-
calling?
I-
Tisha.
I'm gonna let them
Come here, come here, come here, come
No,
here,
give
come
me
here.
one moment.
Tisha.